Hill, landing a man.
Have a dream.
President and Mrs. Truman returned from a 20...
It's March 29th, 1952. Democratic President Harry S. Truman is giving a speech at the annual Jefferson-Jackson fundraising dinner at the National Guard Armory in Washington, D.C. It's a little after 10:30 p.m. 5,000 party bigwigs who paid $100 a plate to be there don't know it yet, but in a moment, the 66-year-old president is going to make an important announcement.
Whoever the Democrats nominate for president this year, he will have this record to run upon. I shall not be a candidate for re-election. I have served my country long and I think efficiently and honestly. I shall not accept a renomination.
Truman has been president already for almost 7 years, being sworn in after the death of Franklin D. Roosevelt in 1945. But at the time, he was still eligible to run for another 4-year term. On this night, over the objections of the party faithful, Harry makes it clear he's had enough.
I do not feel that it is my duty to spend another 4 years in the White House.
By 1952, Truman's popularity had plummeted to just 22%, the lowest ever in the history of the Gallup poll. It was a far cry from the early days of his presidency, when one of his first acts was to order the use of the atomic bombs against Japan.
A short time ago, an American airplane dropped one bomb on Hiroshima and destroyed its usefulness to the enemy. That bomb has more power than 20,000 tons of TNT.
It was one of the most momentous decisions ever made by an American leader and hastened the end of the Second World War. At the time, Harry S. Truman, the former Missouri farmer turned haberdasher turned senator, was hailed as a folk hero, an American everyman.
Harry S. Truman is fundamentally an average American, not rich but not poor, not sophisticated but far from naive, an early riser and a hard worker, and very much a family man.
Oh, I'm just wild about Harry.
Truman's approval rating soared to 87%, one of the highest ever, but another war in Korea, a Cold War with former ally the Soviet Union, a sputtering US economy, corruption and political gridlock all saw voters looking for somebody new. And the Republican Party found him in former Allied Supreme Commander Dwight Eisenhower. So Harry S. Truman decided to head home to Missouri. Although historians now rank Harry Truman as among the very best of American presidents. And, fun fact, the S in Harry S. Truman stood for nothing. He had no middle name, just an initial. S was a compromise between the names of his two grandfathers.